So what is a Chapter 7 bankruptcy? A Chapter 7 bankruptcy is a legal process that allows you to wipe out all your debt forever. And I say all your debt with a little asterisk. My name is Arizmendi. I'm an attorney who's been practicing for 23 years doing bankruptcy cases like Chapter 7 bankruptcy cases. I can help you with that. Let me tell you a little bit about bankruptcy and Chapter 7 particularly. I will have another opportunity to talk to you about Chapter 13, but let's focus on Chapter 7. Chapter 7s are a means by which you can wipe out nearly all your debts, and that is your auto that got repossessed, your medical bills that you could no longer afford to pay for one reason or another, debts that are otherwise legitimate debts, but because maybe you lost your job, maybe you got cut back on your hours, or for some other reason there's just not a possibility for you to pay these bills. You can wipe these out with the exception of federal income taxes, and there are exceptions to the exception, and student loans, exceptions to the student loans that can or cannot be wiped out. But one thing that I haven't found a way around is spousal support and child support. Those things cannot be wiped out. What does a Chapter 7 do for you? Well, it impacts you in this way. Besides wiping out all your debts, it will stay on your credit report for 10 years. That's not so terrible as it sounds, because you can immediately start rebuilding your credit almost immediately upon filing. What else would happen? What are the other effects? Well, the other effect is that you can't do this again for another 8 years. You have to wait that out if you run into problems and you have to do some type of a further filing of a bankruptcy. You got to wait it out for 8 years. Now, what is the advantages and disadvantages? That's what most people want to know. Well, the obvious advantages are you get these debts wiped out and you don't have to pay them ever again. The disadvantage is obviously there's a huge hit, one of the hugest hits that you can ever have on your credit report. But I already talked to you about that. There's a way around that. Okay? So what you need to make sure is that you have competent, experienced, and attorneys who are licensed, willing to help you through this process. And don't go around with any of these other persons who may not know what they're doing. I do. My name is Arizmendi. My telephone number is 231-0460. That's in the 619 area code.